can just tell people you made them. I don't care. It's easier.
Oh, what is the, I know the black yarn is your standard, like, cone
The
yarn.
whole scarn, yeah.
The whole scarn. Do you remember what is this Yarn Hero?
Yes. So that's Yarn Hero.
Oh. Hey. Oh, my cat got cuddly. You should see my other cat right now. Hello. It's Wednesday, 1st of March. My least favorite month of the year. And it's sunny and I have the day off, so I wanted to share a video with some finished objects. My cat got sterilized last week. It's the last day with the plastic thingy. Oh, hey. She's doing really good. Yeah. But she doesn't like them. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wearing black with cats is a problem. But I love black. I'm Alex. I live in Sweden and I really like knitting. I've always loved crafting and sewing. I used to do crochet. I like everything textiles except I've never tried dyeing, spinning, and no big weaves. I can't. I was really into sewing. I wanted to be a designer, fashion, working in fashion. And weaving was always the horrific thing I never wanted to try due to threading the weave. No, not for me. I want to try it now, but I feel like I've built up my, what's it called? Oh wow, my patience really, because I didn't used to like knitting either, because I would get so frustrated when it went wrong, and I put so much time into. I didn't knit any garments before 2021. Very much due to very kind people I got to know that are now called friends, and a few other friends who knitted before. Just having that support. And now I feel confident to try, and if it goes wrong I could just frog it or rip it out, make it work, whatever. Getting a bit of confidence. I think it's the same with a lot of different types of hobbies and things you need to learn, like reading or studying, or certain games. You need to build up confidence to just keep trying. So I've been knitting for a while, and I decided to make my YouTube knitting content. I talk about books sometimes, but I used to have a booktube channel, so my backlog is a lot of book videos from way back. In the 2010s. But today, a bit of regular content, FOs, whips, and my next video will be a quarterly wrap-up that I started this winter. So I'll talk about what I knitted during the winter season, and talk about going into spring and my expectations and my wish list, or like what I feel like I need, and counting my stash and all that good stuff. If you like that kind of stuff, look at my first quarterly video, the winter one, and keep an eye out for the spring one. So I'm wearing a cardigan that I knit during Easter. Was it last year or was it maybe 2021? I need to check. I don't have it on Ravelry. That's really weird. That's really weird. And this was a test knit for an old school friend, Essie Winnerholt. And it's a lovely pattern. It's called the Flurrier cardigan. I think it's in English as well. And it is in Swedish and with Swedish wool from Järbo. It's a worsted weight Swedish wool in Swedish black. I love it. I love the color. And it's size 2. Because I wanted a fitted cardigan that's like a nice cardigan. So the only thing is, because I'm a large 42, size 42 Europe, I have 105 centimeter bust circumference. So the only thing is the neck is a bit tight, but the rest fits the way I want. In her pictures, it's a little more loose and longer. I really like this size. I'm very happy. It took me half a year to find buttons. And I love these kind of sparkly black ones. And it's just, I love this. And I love the pattern. It's a lace kind of tulip pattern. Florals, which makes it, this is quite warm, but it also breathes a lot because this wool is quite warm and rustic, but I really like the feeling. And I wouldn't call it soft, but it's just, I still think it's nice against my skin, and it breathes through the lace pattern. And I got bracelet sleeves, and it's the perfect fit, except I could have started the neckline like here, so this part, this loose in the neck maybe. But I love it anyway. I don't always wear it, because I wore it without the buttons a lot as well. Yeah, so I'm happy it's the season to wear this. Yay! So this is an old project, and if we go into my finished objects, I hope you can see me and hear me sitting here, and I don't have light in my eyes this time. I finished another storm hood by Albiona McLaughlin, and this is in Gotland pre-yarn from Lipstick. I've talked about this before, and this is something I had left over in my stash. I had 120 grams. This weighs 95. The storm hood I made in Nutiden was 80 grams, and it's the same size and everything. And this is 2 strands, size 3. I forgot to say, both of these I knit with the straight collar and the braided top with a 3 needle bind off. I really like this. And I also first I thought it would be easier to do a 3 needle bind off than a Kitchener with the unspun. But I also really like the look of it. I did mess up the decreases a little bit. And I had a bit of trouble understanding the decreases. I remember from the first time, and I just saw Pearlwise Knitting's episode, Claire. She felt the same, but it worked out. I YouTubed the CDD wrong side Pearlwise, and it works good, but it's not that clear in the patterns. It's just the end of the decreasing. But you can ask me if you need help. So I'm very happy with this. So now I have 2, one dark and one light green. So this is not, if the other one makes me look like an elf in Zelda, maybe this makes me look like I'm in Witcher or something. I'm not gonna, it's too warm. I'm not gonna put it on. I can insert a picture. Yeah, very happy. Lovely pattern, lovely yarn. I finished a test knit for my friend Jenny Mitz in a cabled pattern. This is knit in 2 strands of knitted, 50 grams. And I just bunched up a few light gray scraps that I got in different bags, like tests and pysslingpåse, and I really like them. They are so pretty and fit well, and I've been wearing them. Looks really nice with this fold here. And the first day I wore it, I went with my cat to the vet, and leaving there I got a cup of coffee and I spilled, and I haven't washed it yet. Yeah, stupid, but oh well. You're supposed to wear your knits. I like when people show how their knits wear, because that's what we do with our knits, right? It's not just gonna hang here and be pretty. You're supposed to wear it. I want to know how it looks when you've worn it as well. Like this yarn, I've worn this a lot. This doesn't peel or anything. I just have a lot of cat hair, and I just air it on the balcony. Looks great, and if it does peel, whatever. I have a friend whose birthday is coming up. She turns 30. I'm 34 this summer. Oh wow. Wait, no. I'm 33. No one's asked me what age I am, so I'm like, in my mind, I mean, 2020 hasn't even happened in my mind. I know I'm 30, but I don't think I've said out loud that I'm 33. But I know I'm 30. Yeah, I'm 34 this summer. Anyways, my friend is turning 30, so I wanted to make her something, and I asked her girlfriend a little, and she thought she would like knitted socks because she's always cold on her feet. So I made these. I've shown this as a whip before. These are 3 strands held together, and I really love how this color came out. They are fuzzy, 1 blue, 1 dusty purple, and a light blue mohair. I love them. I want to make a similar pair for myself, but maybe pink and red. I really like these. And I also made another thinner sock. She's size 36-ish, got tiny feet, so I had a bit of this dark mud pack sour ball crazy. So I made a tube with that in 1x3 rib, and then put this gray Adlibris Sockifine commercial sock yarn for the cuff and toe and heels. I made an afterthought heel, which was quite doing an afterthought heel in a rib pattern. No, I prefer when you put a thread during knitting the tube. It's easier to pick up the stitches, but it worked out. So these are shorties, sort of, and I just knit up all of the scraps of this. And I think these weigh 45 and these weigh 50-ish. No, maybe Yeah. I think it's a nice birthday gift, and I'm gonna get a fun beer or something as well. We both like different types of beers. We try stuff sometimes. It's fun. So she will get those. And those are my finished objects. And after knitting, I haven't knit socks in a while, and I was like, I want to keep these. But they're a tiny bit too small for me, and I really should give it to her. So I started another pair of socks with this yarn, this gray one. So I had like 90 grams of it, so I had 70 left or something. So I started a sock. I really like wearing my own knit socks, and I only have quite colorful ones. So I thought it would be nice to just have a pair of gray casual socks. I'm not sure I'm gonna make it as a tube. I might just weigh my yarn and try to, yeah, do it that way. Maybe do the threading and then pick up for the heel after. So this is Raverly's commercial sheep sock yarn that I've had in stash. And I have these small circular needles. I really like knitting on those, and I made a 1x1 rib, German twisted cast on. That's my favorite cast on. And making a 1x3 rib. That's my favorite type of rib for socks. I feel like it fits really well and hugs the feet. Very good. I might do a stockinette underfoot maybe if I'm not gonna make a tube. We'll see. Yeah. So this will be my new commute knitting. A long-term whip that I've had since July last year when Andrea Mowry released it. Everyone's made it and I'm really loving mine, but it's knit in black yarn, and I started a lot of test knits stuff, yada yada, but I haven't shown my up and low in a while, so I thought I'd bring it this time. And I only have one sleeve left now and I'm loving it so much. I love my colors, and I love how it turns out. It fits so fucking good. Yeah, no wonder people are making her patterns. It fits so well. It's so clever and well written, and yeah, it's just a good design. Very amazing. So I'm loving this. I just need to pick up the last sleeve. I just need to do it. We'll see. I really want to, you know, wear it before it's too warm. At least once. But I live in the Nordic, so we'll see how the summer turns out. But yeah, I would love to wear it. Mine is a little cropped, but not too much. Fits really nicely. So this is my up and low, the female version. Loving it so much. So I thought I just wanted to show you. Yeah, it'll be ready soon-ish. My leg is sleepy. I have another whip that I talked about but never showed. It's a sweater for my colleague and friend Lisa, and we are making a craft trade, and I'm knitting it in this yarn. It's a Norwegian yarn, Vikingarn, alpaca bris. It's baby alpaca, merino, and nylon. I'm really hoping this won't. I did block my swatch, but I'm hoping it won't stretch too much. I'm starting to get a little worried. It's a blow yarn, which I've never used before. But I did block my swatch, so it should be fine. Maybe I can block it in sections because I'm knitting the Ursa by Jacqueline Cieslak. I think that's how you say her name. And I'm knitting the... I started on the third to last size and then decreased the before splitting for sleeves to the last size. And it's so beautiful. I'm so jealous. I want this for myself. Not in this color, even though it's pretty. It's gonna be super pretty on her. It's not my color, but I just love how the brioche braids is turning out, and I love the cut of the design as well. So I'm almost done with the body, and I need to pick up for sleeves later. So this is supposed to be a bit cropped. We'll try it on, of course, but the brioche is gonna end at the sides. It's so beautiful. I hope you can see this. Really recommend this pattern. It's been great, well written, and I'm holding 2 strands together. So this is gonna be quite warm, so I want to finish this soon. I was hoping to finish it in February, but I got sick and just had a lot. It was a bit mentally draining in February, but I'm hoping she'll get a little wear out of it during the early spring. I'm gonna try my best, but I'm really happy and pleased about how it's turning out. Yeah, lovely project, lovely yarn, lovely pattern. So she's got a lot of very cute patterns, good size range, which is great. So pretty. I signed up for a test knit for Sara Ottosson, who I've talked about before. I've done a few test knits for them, and I am testing the warp vest, which is intarsia knitted flat. And intarsia was something I wanted to try this year. I've done it before, way back when I used to knit hats and stuff, but not in a bigger project or a garment. So I finished my front piece. This is what it looks like, and I'm loving it. I love the colors I ended up knitting. Just look at this. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. And it's deadline on April 2nd. And I'm knitting in 2 strands of Holst Super Soft, which is a yarn that I really like and that I had in stash. And I was a bit worried my colors wouldn't be enough. So I'm hoping what I have in stash will be enough. Otherwise I'll have to support my one of my local yarn shops and just buy a little more, I guess. Mainly this camel one, I'm worried won't be enough. So this is camel. Then I got almond and jasper. I have a lot of this jasper that I was thinking to use for another sweater with a colorwork yoke. But the charcoal that I was intending to use didn't work out. It would just break a lot. It's a very old Shetland wool that I frogged from an old project from school. So I decided to pick this one as well. And I'm happy because these are truly my color. I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this, and I love how the color blend turned out as well. And I love this color. This is like my favorite type of color. Oh yeah, it's amazing. I got this purple tulips from my girlfriend. Can you tell I like purple? And the ribbing is made in tobacco. And I started the rib for the back piece. So I need to keep working with this one, and it's pretty easy, I guess, doing the intarsia. Just putting the threads on the right side and keeping the balls untangled. But it's looking pretty nice. I feel like you can tell where I changed the colors, but I'm not gonna be too worried about it. I'm looking forward to wearing this. I hope I get to wear it before it gets too warm. And we'll see how it turns out when I block this as well. Super Soft gets a lot softer after block, but also after wear. If you've frogged Super Soft sometime, you can tell that with wear and just juicing it, it gets softer. I really like it. Yeah. And I love the color range they have. It's very nice. It's like a light fingering. I have one last FO that I haven't really started, but I brought the yarn. Just wanted to show. I'm gonna start a project with these colors. So this is Nuteden, Snö, and Mogen. And I just felt like it's gonna be like a spring ice cream kind of knit. I needed something to just feel happy, because I tend to get spring depression. Not always full-blown depression, but like people get during autumn. I get that in spring. I feel very pressured during spring to be like easygoing and happy and cheerful and have a lot of energy, and I just don't. Really, it takes me a while. At the end of May, June, that's when I get into the spring feeling where I feel comfortable, and I really love summer and late summer, and autumn is my favorite season. Late summer, autumn. So spring is a rough time for me, so I brought these out and hope it'll turn out good. It's gonna be a low contrast, I think. We'll see if it works out or if I need to change my plan. So I think that was it for this episode. I don't have any books with me. I listened to Rachel Lippencott's latest book. She Gets the Girl. Yeah, she wrote 5 Feet Apart, which I loved. I love the movie as well. I just think it's a beautiful and important story. And this new book, it's about lesbians, which is lovely. But I'm annoyed with the trope of it's about two girls, so two perspectives, and they go to college, yada yada. And one of the girls is this typical, like, have you seen After? Like, she's the typical guy in a regular romantic trope. So she got a problematic background, family story, and she teaches this shy girl how to date. It's like a game, the game, but with lesbians. And I feel like, is it okay just because it's lesbians? I mean, I guess it happens, but I don't like the trope just because it's girls. No. it was cutesy and fun, and yeah, if you don't have anything else to read, fine. But yeah, being queer doesn't excuse that type of behavior. I don't like it. No. Yeah, that's it for me this time. Thank you for watching. If you like my podcast, please subscribe or like this video, whatever. But I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you writing me in the comments. Makes me very happy. It's nice to, nerd about things with other people. I think that's why we do these videos, to talk to like-minded. And I really recommend Claire's podcast, Pearlwise Knitting. And I feel like if we lived closer, she's a person I would have been friends with, but she's in Canada, so yeah. Next video will be stash roundup. I'll see you then. Bye.